Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSA football on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Sign, celebrating over 27 years in the business. We'd also like to thank Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. And good evening, football fans, and welcome to Week 4 of the IHSA football season here on Hamilton County TV. Craig Atkins with Jack Russell, and alongside with Will Wofford producing this broadcast, and Lucas Lacone on the camera tonight. And we're glad you've joined us. Beautiful night for football, and always just a great atmosphere and great matchup between Noblesville and Westfield, and you can't beat the rivalry between these schools no matter what sport, Jack.
No, absolutely, and that's what's exciting. You got a home game here tonight. This is my first time this season putting on the headphones and talking, so we actually got some nice weather as well. So really, I was actually going to say it's a little warm actually for being mid-September, but there's nothing better than Friday night football.
Oh, absolutely nothing better than Friday night, and as we wait for both teams to actually make their way back onto the football field, aside from here at Riverview Health Stadium, we've got elsewhere in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, big one over in Fishers. It's Hamilton Southeastern at Fishers, shortest road trip in the state of Indiana, as they fight for the Mud Sock tonight at, and I'm not sure, I think it's IU Clarion Health Field over there at Fishers. And Zionsville's visiting Franklin Central, and Brownsburg is at Avon tonight. Big one for Brownsburg and Avon, a couple top 10 teams in 6A. Speaking of the rankings, Westfield making their presence known so far. They're ranked number 8 in both the AP and the Indiana Football Coaches polls. And also Avon comes in at number 2 in the coaches, and number 1 actually Avon, the Orioles are in the Associated Press poll. Carmel number 3 in both polls, Brownsburg number 6 and number 4 in the APN coaches respectively. Fishers, not really saying they came out of nowhere. Fishers is a really talented ball club. They showed that last week against Noblesville at Beaver Materials Field. Fishers number 7 in both polls. So down the road, if Fishers and Westfield are going to be both undefeated at the time and that'll be, it looks like, actually week 8. So if they're both 7-0 heading into week 8, look out. That'll be the game to watch in the area. And just numerous other games around the area. Guerin Catholic will be at Rebuff Jesuit. Delphi is visiting Sheridan. Carmel's at Pike. Ben Davis at Center Grove. One of the bigger games of, Center Grove, hard to believe, 0-3.
Yeah.
But tough strength of schedule.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'll see Bishop Chatard is visiting Cathedral, and that's at Arlington tonight. We'll see Lawrence North at North Central. Mount Vernon visits New Palestine, with Charlie Spiegel of New Pal being the new all-time leading rusher in the state of Indiana. Northwestern is visiting Hamilton Heights in Arcadia. And Tipton's at Lewis Katz, a couple 3-0 teams there. Another big one for the MIC. Warren Central is at Lawrence Central. West Lafayette visiting Lafayette Central Catholic. And that starts a string that I kind of wrote down. Teams in the same city playing each other. You've got Bloomington North is at Bloomington South. Terre Haute South visits Terre Haute North. Yorktown's at Delta. So all those at Yorktown and Delta and Muncie. It's kind of cool when you see the community, the same city, the same community coming together.
Absolutely.
Friends, but enemies, rivals.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, you look at our game here tonight, you have two teams that have had some history over the years in some of these rivalries. And, of course, over the years, Westfield taking a state championship several years back. But, 3-0, like you talked about, that is a good start. One of the highest scoring teams in the state. Taking on Noblesville, and I think really for Noblesville, this is an opportunity to find some ways to get back on the winning path here. But a big, you'd look at home, your first home game if you're Westfield, and if you're Noblesville, you try to play spoiler, right? Anytime you can do that. And the good news is, no matter what your record is, Friday night's a Friday night, and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, records go out the window, and they did last year too. And even though it wasn't the typical, Jake Gilbert kind of team that he had the previous 7 years,
Yeah.
Noblesville took that team. It was raining last year, but Noblesville still persevered defensively, and that was an odd kind of 10-2 almost like baseball blowout score, but 10-2 between these teams at Noblesville last year. And that one kind of stung, talking to Coach Gilbert in the post game last year. And I think with both coaches, even though Coach Roden's in his second year at Noblesville, this game and this rivalry has a special meaning.
Absolutely.
Because obviously these two communities are connected, coming down State
Very
Road
close,
32,
yep.
and the way the dividing lines are, it's almost somewhat similar to how Fishers and Southeastern are.
Yep.
Only they live in the same neighborhoods with each other,
true.
but how close these people live.
They have some commonality. They both have gold, right? So it's just one's black and gold and one's green and gold. So
exactly,
they have a little different other than that. But no, you're absolutely right. I think that's the exciting piece. Anytime you can come over here to Riverview Health Stadium, it is it's just fun. It's a fun atmosphere over here. But we get ready to play here. 12 minutes, and anything can happen. So that's what's exciting, and excited to be on the mic for my first time this season with you, and should be a fun matchup.
One thing that probably challenged a lot of people tonight, I got to park, I think, just down in front of the lacrosse field over here to the north a little bit, but used to park over here in that south parking lot, which
some
is
changes.
No more.
Yeah, some changes. But again, as you have a community like Westfield who continues to grow, great job by the schools to kind of match that and be ready for future growth. So it's exciting stuff in Westfield, but even more exciting because we're getting ready to kick this thing off.
It looks like Westfield's going to kick things off to the Millers, and back there to kick is going to be Eduardo Beltran, a 5'7" senior, number 14. Back there to receive for the Millers, looks like number 17 here on the right, Jaden Barrett, and trying to pick out on the left who will field this one. And I'm not sure if that's 20, Owen Jones. Yep, Owen Jones, number 20, returned that kick. And Noblesville will have the football in better field position than they saw most of the night last week against Fishers, for sure.
Well, here come the Millers.
And they will go as follows. Different look tonight. Number 17, Jaden Barrett, will be in there at quarterback for Noblesville. And actually, we're already seeing a different look. It looks like number 8. Nope, his under center is Barrett. They'll start at their own 27-yard line. Barrett back to pass. The lefty, the southpaw. Over the outreached hands of number 3 of the Millers. And I just lost my sheet. Incomplete pass nonetheless. Guarantee it's in a stack somewhere. Okay. Back to it, second down and 10 for the Millers. On the pistol, hands it off this time to number 8, Knieper. And Drew Knieper.
Nice stop by the Westfield Shamrocks. It'll be a third down, 3rd and 9, ball on the 28-yard line.
They gave Knieper a 1-yard pickup there. Looks like we'll have twins here to the near side. And the pistol again is Barrett, and he rolls out, throws across his body, and that one is incomplete, deflected by number 1. And right in there with his hands, and there is Pfeiffer.
Great job by Westfield reading that. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Millers.
Something they were all too familiar with last week against Fishers, 3 and out, looking to punt. But when you've got a punter like Graydon Addison, 45.2 average, that's something you usually see in the NFL. So we'll see if he can boom one like he did last week, and he, rugby style, gets one sidewinding and over almost over the head of Micah Hauser, and he'll field that for a fair catch and give Westfield decent field position at their own 33 to start this drive.
So now we'll see what happens with the high-scoring offense of the Westfield Shamrocks.
Yeah, 47 points a game coming into this through 3 games, and that's getting a redemption over a loss last year to Decatur Central, putting 51 on Decatur down there, 51-24, I believe was that count, as Cam Simons, the depth chart is showing Cam Simons, not Camden, so that he may have shortened it. Eli Patchett on the carry for first down, picks up 5.
One of the things that has always throughout the years always impressed me is for Westfield, they always have tall quarterbacks and they got big running backs, and that is consistent for the last 5 years.
Yeah, they usually have a pretty good-sized bruiser back there in the backfield, and Simons, 6'5", also plays basketball for Shane Sumter. Patchett gets the handoff again, picks up 1 up to the 39, so it'll be a 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4, ball on the 39-yard line.
Just a minute 50 into this ball game.
Be a good stop here for Noblesville.
It's something Noblesville needs to do early, and if they're going to do it, and run again up the middle on a delay.
That's going to be close.
It looks like it's just shy from the spot. Looks like they'll spot him at the 43. 4 yards pickup, but they may, something we don't see a whole lot of, they may have to measure this.
And quick no huddle here by Westfield.
Simon back there in the pistol, going to change the play. Plenty of time on the clock, and they're marking him at the 40, just shy of the 43. Hands it off, and it's Patchett again. He'll get across the 45. Easily gets the first down up to the 47 for a 4-yard pickup.
First down of the game.
Yeah, I would hands down say Westfield has one of the nicest football facilities. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Warren Central, obviously Carmel down the street, and Westfield, I mean, with this is just a beautiful facility.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite places to be and call football games.
Handoff again. It's up the middle, and finding room easily to another first down is Patchett. Picks up 12 there, and another first down for the Shamrocks on the ground. And obviously love the hospitality and the whole 9 yards at Hamilton Heights. It's time for them to invest in an air conditioner for the press box. Great facility, obviously great facility for a 3A school and football team. And
there he goes.
We spent time talking and
walking in the end zone.
Pinning. "41 yards later."
Nice job by the junior walking it in. And that puts 6 points on the board.
Mason Peoning, I'm going to make sure I'm saying that one right. I meant to check that before the ball game. Peoning on to attempt the point after. 16. Oh, and they went for 2. And Simons is tackled. And that could come back to play a role, especially in a game like this, could play a role toward the latter parts of the second half, depending on how things fare at this point. But you missed an extra point in any sort of game, whether it's 2-point or the 1, it could be costly.
Absolutely. It'll be an opportunity here for Noblesville to get the ball back. Down 6-0, 8:43 left to play in the first. But good job by Westfield putting the ball on the ground, letting it run it. Quick 6 points.
6 plays and 67 yards later. Out there to kick for, and unless he switched numbers, I don't see 16 on either. Back to receive this one, and Jones lets this one go just across the goal line in the end zone for a touchback, and the Millers will take over at their own 20 on their second series.
See if they can start to get the run game going. I know they had a couple pass plays there, one run for about a yard. So we'll see what they can do here with their second opportunity on offense.
And it'll be interesting to see what we see out of Jaden Barrett. He's small, but he's quick, 5'8", 150 pounds. And known the kid since he was in going into 8th grade, actually going into 7th grade. And I'm not sure if he's grown. Maybe an inch or two. Low snap, hands it off, and barely gets 2 yards, does Kneiper. Into something Noblesville couldn't get going last week, and they really haven't established much of an offense. They've got 21 total points, 3 touchdowns in 3 games, so averaging just 7 points a game. And it's week 4, and it's time for their offense to kind of develop an identity. So we'll see what happens on 2nd down and 8. Barrett back in the pistol, throws a pass, and that is batted. Looks like by number 90. Owen Ogle, 6'1", 240-pound senior.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8, ball on the 22-yard line.
So Barrett 0 for 3 through the air. 8:01 left first quarter.
Keeps it himself. Looks. Spin
Spins.
move.
Ooh,
I'll be close.
Up near the 29. Picks up a solid 7.
Just needs about 1 more yard, but here comes the punt team. So 4th down, 4th and 1, ball on the 29-yard line. 7:30 left to play in the first quarter. Comes the punt.
Spiraling punt by Addison, and fair catch called for twice last week. One time Noblesville was really able to take advantage where Reese Bolin of Fisher is calling for a fair catch and muffed the punt. Noblesville got decent field position out of 1, but then Blaine McNabb, number 4, pounced on the ball in the end zone. And one of those things, it's almost a cardinal rule. Ball's within the 5-yard line, you just let it go.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Bolin tried to fair catch, and ball bounces off, it deflects off of him and into the hands of the Millers, and they pounced on it for their lone touchdown Friday night. So tricky things can happen with special teams. Westfield back with it. Hand off from Simons to Patchett. Gets up. Oh, ball on the turf. And he made contact.
They're going to say he was down.
Yep, he was pretty much being stood up there at the 45, so picked up 4 yards, did Patchett.
One of the pieces with Westfield that I've always watched over the years, with the running backs especially, has always been their ability to keep their feet moving. And I think that's one of the things, especially with running backs, that even under getting some pressure, keeping those feet moving, it's always been amazing to me with the Westfield Shamrocks running backs.
Speaking of, there's Micah Hauser, sophomore, and there's a flag flying in from the middle of the defense.
Might have a holding call.
Yep, normally that's the call, and if so, that probably would be a spot foul. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Kelly, daughter Ava, and mother-in-law Tammy. I think they're going to try. They were going to try and watch on YouTube tonight. And it's good to see Emily and.
I know. My son, his first Shamrock game. So there's nothing better than that. 2 months old.
Oh yeah. It's like 2 penalties offsetting, so that'll repeat the down here on 2nd and 10 at the 45. Actually, wouldn't that be 2nd and 5? Yep, they switched it.
5 yards to the first down.
Simons hands it off and patch it again. Gets up near the 48, 3-yard pickup.
Tackled by 5 Millers.
It's always good when you can pick one out, but if you get a whole handful of them, you might as well give them all credit.
Yeah,
they know they were there. Brings up 3rd down, and the scoreboard says 11, but I'm seeing about 2, pushing 3. We'll say 2. 3rd down and 2 at their own 49, looking to cross into Noblesville territory. And we saw what happened when they were close at this range last time. Big pitch and catch to Mason Peaning. And shoestring tackle.
Little dive there at the end, gets him first down.
Second effort.
So far, so good for Westfield on some 3rd and 4th down conversions, which keeps the drive alive. Put it on the ball on the 47-yard line.
5:45 and counting left first quarter. Beautiful night here in Westfield. Glad you joined us. Craig Atkins with Jack Russell. And looks like false start. Movement on the offensive line. Nope. Oh, encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty makes it first down and 5 at Noblesville's 42. That's one thing neither team really wants to get going this quick is penalties. Fakes the handoff to Hauser, completes the pass to Peaning.
Great pass and catch.
Yep, knocked out of bounds. 9-yard pickup, their first down by the passing variety. Peaning picks up 9, and that's a first down for the Shamrocks. Not bad so far for Simons. 2 for 2, 50 yards. As that touchdown to Peaning was a 41-yarder.
And that's tough because once you get the run going, you've got to be able to play both there and respect both. So we'll see how that works out for the Millers.
And off is to Eli Patchett. Busts his way down to about the 28-yard line. It's already Patchett's 9th carry. Steady wind blowing. Almost at this point, giving the players a little something. And Noblesville fans have the sun at them right now coming from the west. Pass over the middle again and
a little low.
Slid for it. And just short of Peaning. Incomplete.
But good decision there because, you know, when you throw low, especially if you're throwing over the middle of the field, you know, you and I have called enough high school games that sometimes when you throw it over the middle of the field, sometimes you see the other team grabs that and takes it away. So put it somewhere where if your wide receiver can't get it, nobody can get it.
That brings up 3rd down and 5 at the Noblesville 28. Simons in the pistol with Hauser. Screen pass, throws it to Micah Hauser, picks it up at the 28. And
he's going to go in.
Into the end zone he goes on a 3rd and 5. Micah Hauser.
What a great play call by Westfield Shamrocks. Little screen pass after running the ball so well, doing a little slant route, a little low, then right off the bat, 3rd down, little screen pass to Hauser, and Hauser walks right in the end zone.
Now does Westfield? Nope, they're going to attempt to kick this time since they missed the 2-point on the first touchdown. 4:33 left here, first quarter. The kick up. And good. That leaves our score 4:33 left first quarter. Westfield 13, Noblesville 0.
I want to thank one of our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit them online at loganstreetsigns.com. Also, you can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Not only Logan Street Signs and Banners, but we've got trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with the same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, noblesvilletrophies.com. And you guessed it, you can also follow them on Facebook and Twitter. So after the touchdown, 13-0 right now for the Shamrocks. Still plenty of time left to play in the first quarter.
And the kick again, high end over end to the 5-yard line. Owen Jones out to the 15, 20, and he's met and stood up there by 49, McGuire Grable. And also number 1, Jack Pfeiffer in there. As well as I think I saw 34, Carson Voorhees in there. And that almost like a touchback. Noblesville started their own 20-yard line.
So third possession for the offense of Noblesville. Couple runs, couple passing completes. See if they can get their first completion of the ball game here. Depends on what they want to do.
Barrett in the pistol, fakes the handoff, and he'll keep it himself, tries to make it outside. He does, 20. And met by a couple defenders. He might have gotten up to the 22, 23.
Starting to read the defense a little bit with that option play.
And it's almost tough when you're 5'8".
The good news is if you're, I've always found if you're smaller than your blockers, it's harder to find you. So
that's true.
It does help you a little bit.
If you see the hole, just make your way through it.
Absolutely.
2nd and 7 at their own 23. Barrett again. Knieper out there blocking for him, and he finds room up across the 25 to the 28. Going to be a couple yards shy of a first down. So much more positive on the offense so far, even though they've had to punt twice. Noblesville had a lot of negative rushing yards last week against Fishers. We'll see what happens on this 3rd down and 1.
It's a much manageable 3rd down for the Millers. Last 2 being 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 8. See if they'll do a QB sneak.
And that is the case, but they may be shy by about a half yard.
It looks short. That's the thing, you know, when you look at QB sneaks, some of the great ones you look at, I think, and from a professional side, Tom Brady as an example, it's that if you get a little hesitant before you do it, it's easier to read you. So as a quarterback, you want to hold on to it, wait,
make them bite,
and then make them, and then explode into it. So any hesitation you take, it makes it kind of feeds off that.
Because normally you're going to see at least the front 3 or 4, anticipate where you're coming from.
Yep.
But if you kind of wait and see where they're coming, figure out and meet that hole.
And here we go, 4th and 1, 2:25. Let's see what happens here, Craig.
Barrett in the pistol. He's got Knieper with him. Keeps it himself and easily gets this first down up across the 35 now, and he'll be down about the 36. A big 7-yard pickup by Jaden Barrett.
Great job by the Millers, and see if that momentum, getting a 4th down conversion, see what they can do here.
2:16 and rolling here first quarter, and if Noblesville can just relax, take their time, and sustain a drive.
And the nice piece of this is, if they score here, if they can get down the field here, it's only a 1-possession game. So,
yep, and that's where that missed 2-point conversion by Westfield will come into play, be crucial. Barrett in the pistol, He rolls out right, left, and continues to run, and he's met by Eli Patch at about the 31 for a 5-yard loss.
You know, growing up, having family in football, both Bud Wright and Kevin Wright, both run the option. I think Bud ran the option probably when he first started years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll tell you that you can only run it with your quarterback so long, and then they figure it out. So anyway, you could be sneaky.
But yet again, Sheridan runs it so well every year, and a lot of teams just are fooled. Barrett back to pass, has to roll out left, finds room and time, and across the middle. Ooh. That could have been called for intended for two different receivers for Noblesville. 85, Hold Montarzi, and 23, Zach Blevins, brings up 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and long.
Barrett he's gotten some things going rushing wise. Needs to get that first pass completed and kind of get himself comfortable there, or else he's going to start rushing himself like he looks like he's started to do now. Big 3rd and 15 at their own 31, 1:06 left first quarter. Barrett gets antsy, low snap, and through the air he goes, and that ball almost picked off there by number 12, Maximus Webster. And that'll bring on the punt team for the Millers.
So they got a little bit there on that offensive set there, but it'll put, once again, it's going to put the Shamrocks really in some pretty good field position here. Still 1:02 left to play in the first.
Addison, rugby style, scrambles a little bit, and then gets that punt away. Hauser going to stay away from it and let it roll. And this one's going to be
great
down.
Punt.
Yes.
Now that's how you do it right there.
28 and 20, that's 57 yards net on that punt, and he had a 73-yarder that got cleared down to, I believe, the 4 or 6 of Fisher's last week. So his long punt of the year is a 73-yarder, so the kid's not afraid to boot it.
That's great.
Go
ahead.
Speaking of Fisher's, early lead at the end of the first quarter, 7-0 at home against Hamilton Southeastern. That place has got to be just raucous atmosphere.
So here come the Shamrocks. So far, they've done it slowly. No huge plays. They've done some somewhat big play to get that first touchdown, but they're using all 4 downs.
Simons back to pass, looking to go sideline and intended, and it's caught. Oh, late hit by number 4, Blaine McNabb. But big catch out of bounds, actually, on the 42-yard line. A 20-yard pickup by Patchett.
This will be see what they call here.
If that's the case, that'll be 1st and 10, a 15-yard penalty, probably at the Noblesville 43.
And, and that's a tough spot, though. If you looked at, if there was an opportunity to look at the replay, that's close. Just where you're at.
We can't turn the TV, unfortunately, because I guess it's at its cord length, but watch this.
So when he goes back to throw, if you look up here, that's down the sidelines. He's in his feet are in bounds.
That's
I don't know. That's a tough one. You're trying to make the play. He's still in bounds. It just so happens something happens.
Honestly, like from our perspectives, that looks like momentum.
Yep.
And I don't fault McNabb for that because he's coming up to make the play. Patchett was still in bounds.
And I want to thank Will for letting me do a spontaneous instant replay. So thanks, Will.
Oh, he tilted the camera or the TV a little bit for us. 4-yard pickup on that play. I think that was Pfeiffer, number 1. I think Patchett's getting a breather here on this drive. He's playing defense too. Fakes the handoff to actually gives it to Pfeiffer, and he'll get down around the 35.
And that's the piece of running. You tire out a defense with those 3, 4, 5-yard runs, and you get you to 3rd down and short. That's a tough. That can get you tired.
And you can also throw in there running the ball You can throw in Trevor Lickfeld.
Yep.
You can throw in Micah Hauser, who plays special teams and defense. I mean, Jake Gilbert's got weapons on this team, and that's a reason why they score 47 a game. Taking their time, like you said, and why not? With 4 seconds, they may not run another play here in the first quarter.
And they won't. So at the end of the first quarter, the Westfield Shamrocks lead 13-0 over the Millers. I want to thank one of our sponsors, Community Health Network. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing healthcare services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out online at ecommunity.com. I'll tell you just a quick little bit. Community Health, that's where our son was born.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, that was they have some incredible staff, an incredible team. It's pretty awesome.
And you can plug that. I mean, that's, the experience. My daughter is 17 months old. She's just over 17 months old. We've got another on the way, due January 5th, but I have a feeling that this one's going to come. We don't know what it is yet. We'll know when this one is delivered, which is kind of the cool surprise about.
We did that too. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. And it's, just the way that you are treated by these facilities.
Absolutely.
They treat you like just kings and queens, top notch. Make sure you have exactly what you need. And
it's good living in Hamilton County. You've got excellent hospitals.
Yep.
Fun. Look at the schools. You look at both schools that we're calling tonight. Excellent schools. Noblesville celebrating 150 years as a school. So incredible. And Westfield, the same, is an incredible program. School. And I had the opportunity to be the chamber president over in Westfield, and it's just two great communities. So.
3rd and 2 at the 35 of the Millers, and Pfeiffer. Pretty good substitution in there. Gets down to about the 26, a 9-yard pickup. And on the first play of the second quarter, first down, and already he's got not bad. 3 carries, 17 yards for Jack Pfeiffer. And he's just a junior at $175, 5'7". So now if Pfeiffer wants to run the rest of the way, I mean, because obviously with a 6A school, normally don't see somebody like Eli Patchett playing both ways at linebacker and running back. So Pfeiffer will stay in there, gets tripped up by one of his linemen.
And that's been a lucky thing for Coach Gilbert as well. He's had so many great linebackers over the years that could play. I can remember 3 or 4 years ago, he had a couple of them that played both linebacker, and that was when they were a 5A linebacker and running back. It's pretty incredible.
2nd and 7 at the Noblesville 29 for Westfield. Simons hands it off to Pfeiffer again. Gets down to about the 21 for picks up 3 there, did Pfeiffer. It's like a 3rd down and 4.
See if the Millers can make a stop here.
3rd and 5, and Simons goes to the air this time. Peoning catches the ball. Forward progress will probably get him down to the 14-yard line. So picks up about 7, does Peoning.
I will say one of the things that's going to be unique for the Shamrocks. They had a kicker, Alex Bales. I used to call these games. Heck of a kicker. I believe he's now at the University of Cincinnati. So,
I'm trying to think of where Will Harrison before Bales went, but he was another great kicker. I mean,
they do a good job, and. But I can always remember since we've been doing. I mean, since as long as I've been doing this for the last 5 years, it's and you made a point too earlier. It's amazing to watch these kids, these young men, just grow into the sport and take their career and their talents to the next level. It's a fun thing to watch.
And one thing you normally don't see, 22 for Westfield, Micah Hauser, he played every game last year as a freshman, and he might Pitch and catch here again, and that's number 80 for Westfield, and that's Reed Sheppers, 6'2 junior tight end. Takes it down from the 13 all the way to the 7, looks like. Six yards on the pickup by Sheppers. And a 3rd and 4 at the Noblesville 7. They have to get to the 3. Good crowd and still developing as the game rolls on. Timeout Westfield. 8:59 left here in the first half of play. Just a beautiful night for football here in the city of Westfield for the Midland Trace Trail Trophy. And have you had a chance to venture across?
Yes. Yeah, we had an opportunity, especially we had a ribbon cutting once at Good. Dr. McGuire.
Yes, they're always just so hospitable. And check out a game day. Jim Wofford just relentless, keeping up with these other games we've got at Zionsville and Franklin Central, Southeastern and Fishers, Brownsburg and Avon. So if you want to keep track of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference tonight, Hamilton County's game day, you can see all of those. It's kind of like similar to the NFL Red Zone channel. Hauser fakes the handoff, and this one is ran by Eli Patchett. It's like that was a tough 1 yard. And I apologize to number 16. He's not on the roster, and we're trying to figure out. Check that, Sean Sullivan. My apology. We were both looking at an expired roster, I think, that we had before. And field goal attempt is missed and picked up by the Millers, and that's picked up by number 9, Carson Sanders.
That's twice. I want to take a look here again. Take a look at the replay.
We'll see who comes through the middle. And actually, it was a bad hold.
Bad hold.
And so that'll give Noblesville the football. It appears that they're on 26-yard line.
So there's a stop for the Millers. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
That's where special teams come and play a huge role. 8:47 left till half. Noblesville football just down 13 to Westfield.
False start.
Oh, and that looks like, number 68, Carson Cutler. Some of these kids up front are just big, especially on the Westfield side. Their front five on the offensive line, 289, 225, 235, 295, 285. Noblesville's got a few big boys, 280, 260, and 265. And 265, he's the younger brother of Brandon Knight, who is now a Dallas Cowboy. I have bad handwriting. Sorry about that. Here.
Noblesville looks, fires on the far side. Met by the Shamrocks.
Is that better?
That'll be 2nd down and 9. 8:30 left to play in the second quarter.
It's an S. Adkins. Thank you. Didn't see who caught that, but looks like we're going to get an email at halftime for stats.
Absolutely.
And my handwriting is obviously horrible. Wrote it twice. Third time you could finally read it. 2nd and 9 at their own 27. Barrett back to pass. The southpaw up, down the sideline, and over the out.
Yeah.
Actually, yep. Even though the ball flew out of bounds, I don't know. The ball flew out of bounds. It was uncatchable. But we're not here to critique the officials. There's going to be a pass interference call. They may have thought that prevented him from going further to catch that. But nonetheless, he made contact after 5 yards.
That'll move the chains.
If you had 15, that brings it up to the 42 on the pass interference. Brings up a 1st down and 10 at Westfield's at their own 42 for Noblesville. 88 Dane Wheeler comes in to the secondary for the Shamrocks, replacing Grant Joyce. Barrett has time. Back to pass and
intercepted.
Intercepted by number 22, Micah Hauser, up across the 50. 45, down inside
Still
the 40.
on his feet.
And he is going. And now down to about the 29, 28-yard line. Huge interception.
What a play by the Shamrocks.
I'll see the replay here, and he just honestly plays center field. Couldn't quite tell who that ball was intended for. Hauser's such a great athlete. Rolls all the way down to about the 28, where they will take over short field, trying to put this to a 3-score game.
He can run and he can catch. And that was a great job by the Shamrocks. And like I told you, it's tough when you throw over the middle of the field. That is a tough area, especially in high school.
Roughly a 37-yard interception return there by Hauser, the sophomore. And Westfield back to it. Simons in the pistol with Patchett. Fakes the handoff, goes over the middle, and finds, looks like number 80. And that is Reed Shepers for a big 1st down to get them 1st and goal. Down to the 9, so a 19-yard pickup. So 7 1st downs for Westfield. And they'll quickly run this ball. Patchett carries that. Looks like he picked up 2 on that play. Trying to pick up, Patchett again, finds room, and he's trying to dig his way all the way to the end zone. He'll be marked down.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Yep, down to the 1. He tried to keep his legs moving.
Yep, and that's what I said. Those running backs, especially at Westfield, you think you got them. The skills that they've been taught is move your feet.
Yep, that's why you cannot tackle high no matter what level. And trying for a second effort.
Not going to get it that time.
Not gonna. And that looks like that was again Eli Patchett. And brings up a 4th and goal at the 1. Like we keep saying, this would be a huge stop for Noblesville. They need some sort of momentum defensively to get them going offensively. And we'll see if they can. They've got a timeout in Noblesville. 6:26 left here, first half of play. We're trying to chase down some scores from around the area, as well as our game day. Brownsburg and Avon, Southeastern Fishers and Zionsville. Franklin Central, you can see those games also on our game day feature at Hamilton County TV. And, not something, we always talk about everything, everything positive, and it is positive. And speaking of where, Perry Williams is tonight, he's paying his respects, and a lot of the Noblesville community doing the same for Chrissy Davis, former Noblesville girls basketball player, led them to the 87 state championship, 27-0 record. And, our hearts go out to the Davis family, as this is just a complete shock to the family as well as the Noblesville community. And so we give them our best. 4th and goal at the 1. And the pistol, Simons rolls out, throws across his body back, and
what a play.
Pass is completed.
What a play.
Little fade pattern to number 81, Levi Casser.
Nice job by the Millers, by the Shamrocks. That'll put up 6 more points. 4 minutes left in the second quarter over in Fishers. Fishers leads 7-0.
I figured that would be quite a scoring game or a defensive, stalwart type of game where it won't take much to score in that game. So with that point after it being good, Westfield leads 20-0 on Noblesville. 6:20 left here, second quarter of play.
And the lights have kicked on, and it's getting darker here, and it's definitely a lot cooler.
Some unique-looking clouds to the east. I was trying to look for different shapes.
Oh, yeah. Once again, I had the opportunity to write about my experience being a Noblesville alumni. You as well, but
actually, I didn't graduate. It's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay. Everybody thinks that.
I think that all the time.
It's okay.
I'm sorry about that. But being a Noblesville alumni.
Not that I wouldn't have wanted to
be. And my wife being an alumni in Westfield.
Yeah.
For both of us, just Hamilton County. And I have the opportunity to be in Carmel and Fishers for my job. It's just all, and then of course we live in Cicero, so we're all over the county, and it's just an awesome place to live. And no matter where you're at on a Friday night, it's pretty fun.
Yep, all the communities just make things so welcoming, and this one is fielded by, I believe that's Owen Jones, number 20 of Noblesville. I checked that, Jaden Barrett. So he's playing quarterback and returning kicks. Somewhat dangerous, but he is that speedy athlete you want back there to return kicks. Yeah, it's my wife and daughter and I, we live in Noblesville up near Morris Lake, and it's just, we live in a quiet area up there, and we go to the same church you and Emily do.
Yeah.
And it's Cicero, just a great little town, and there are different areas where if you want more action, if so to speak, or if you want it quiet, there are areas that you can live in, activities to find, and Barrett hands it off this first down to, I believe that was 22, Elijah Butler with his first carry. Second down and 8. Butler picked up a pair. Kniper on the carry.
Doing a better job of trying to get some bigger plays to make that third down a little shorter.
Picked up 5, did Kniper. .502 and counting left, first half of play. Westfield leads 20-0 against Noblesville. Barrett hands this one off, and eluding tacklers, breaking a couple tackles was Kniper. Looks like he picked up about 10 there for a Noblesville first down. First and 10 for the Millers at their own 39-yard line. Barrett rolls out, little bootleg left, and he's going to get just across the 50 to the 49, so picks up 12 yards. And another Noblesville first down, stopping the clock at 4:25 till half.
Now, both of these teams next week, Westfield will be at Hamilton Southeastern, which will be a pretty interesting game. And Noblesville will be at home against Zionsville. So another opportunity for the Millers at home.
As Zionsville comes into this week 2-1. Not going to be easy yet. Franklin Central tonight. 1st and 10 at the 49 of Westfield. Barrett hands it off, and a whole host of Eli Patchett, along with number 5, Mark McLaurin. Meet up with him. McLaurin, number 5, is 280 on that front line for Westfield. Also David Harder, 92 in there. No gain there.
Handoff, met right away.
Kniper again. Looks like he gets possibly to the 46, maybe 47th. 2-yard pickup. Tough 2 yards for Kniper. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Third and long. Ball on the 46-yard line.
3:20 left here, second quarter. Seven plays. This is the longest drive so far for the Millers. Barrett back to pass. Completes this one to number 3.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. They're going to call it short. So it's going to be 4th and 1, and you got to go for it.
Picked up 6, and we're going to have to get, that's another number that looks like it's not updated. Number 3. Don't see one on the Miller roster that we were given.
Timeout.
Yep, looks like Noblesville's going to call this one.
So the timeout here leads us to some of our sponsors. We'll thank some of our sponsors. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give them a call, 317-773-2190, or visit them online at cchalaw.com.
Yeah, speaking of Zionsville, they're trailing Franklin Central in the second quarter down in Franklin Township. The Flashes lead the Eagles, and that will be the game of the week next week here on Hamilton County TV as Zionsville comes over from Boone County to face the Millers for homecoming at Noblesville. Jerry Baker will be back on the call for Noblesville, and I will be actually in Colorado.
There you go.
Yeah.
4th down. Here we go.
Big 4th down.
Low snap.
Barrett keeps it himself, and he finds room, and he's across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. Picks up 3. Needed 1. And big 4th down again. They've converted 2 4th downs here in the first half.
Clock keeps moving. Approaching 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. 4 wide.
You can take your time, but there are still 2 minutes left here first half. Noblesville, it'd be nice if they could get themselves some points on the board. Barrett fakes the handoff, and there's going to be a holding, my guess, on this flag. Decent run by Barrett down to the 32 for a long 5-yard pickup. But yeah, I would probably have some sense of, or more of a sense of an urgency at this point, just because Westfield gets the ball to start the third quarter. Yep, holding on the Millers, Jack. That's 10-yard penalty from that spot, so it looks like That'll move the ball back to the 47. So it'll be 1st and 20. And they may be trying to test Jaden Barrett's arm here as Montarzi comes out.
Been interesting to see if they go back to the middle of the field or if they'll be using the sideline to their advantage here.
Or if they would feel comfortable just getting themselves, they've got one timeout left, getting in field goal range for Graydon Addison in warm-ups, he can boot the ball from around 50. Barrett takes off again, 45, 40, down right about the 34, picks up 13, but still shy of the first down by about 7 yards. You can start to feel that Jaden Barrett's getting more comfortable in that quarterback slot.
Absolutely.
Since he's played receiver the past 2 years.
1 minute.
2nd down and 7 at the 34 of the Shamrocks for the Millers. Barrett in the pistol with Knieper. Play action fake, and Carson Sanders almost reeled it in, but he gets smoked there by 29 David Fry.
But again, I like the play call because it's on the sideline versus looking at the middle of the field. And
the clock. I mean, you got to be friends with the clock, and they try to get to the sideline to get Carson Sanders, and he probably would have wound up going out of bounds catching that ball. Barrett in the pistol, gets the snap, he rolls out right. The lefty, up the field he goes, and this one's going to be caught by Carson Sanders, and he is going to be down to about the 2-yard line. 32-yard pickup by Sanders.
Better hurry. It'll start back up here in a second. 38 seconds.
Yep, they can spike it because they've A, got a timeout, and B, there's 32 seconds left, roll and going.
I don't think they're going to spike it. I think this is.
And now they're going to call timeout. Looks like, though, Westfield calls a defensive timeout. Jake Gilbert. Looks like he just about threw something on the field. But timeout Westfield. Both teams down to 1 timeout left.
28 seconds left in the second quarter. Again, want to thank all of our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this happen. And again, Jack Russell, Craig Atkins, and we are Riverview Health Stadium on a Friday night. 20-0 right now. Westfield leads. Coming out of the timeout here, though, Noblesville finds themselves knocking on the door.
Jake's. First and goal at the 2 as it was a beautiful pass to Carson Sanders. As Barrett in the pistol, back to pass and fades one out there. Sanders 6'3" and pass broken up. Looks like that's 88 Dane Wheeler. And speaking of the Hamilton County Reporter, don't be too critical. I'll also be writing tonight's story for tomorrow morning's paper. Whether you get that in paper form or online at readthereporter.com. Barrett in the pistol again. Second goal at the 2. Fades one again. And into the hands of Micah Hauser. Picks one off again. 20, 30. And he's going to be stopped by
still
on his feet. 45 and spins twice and up to the 47-yard line. And wow, picked that ball off. Interception and watch. Wow. Eli Patrick trying to keep up with him to block, and Hauser just too quick. Spins himself all the way up to the 47. And if you're Westfield, 13 seconds left, do you just take a knee, or do you try and
Well, if you ask me, well, you never know, because the one thing with Westfield is even when they run the ball, they can still run the ball for 20 yards. And Coach Gilbert, I think he's at least got one timeout, and they're going to kneel it.
Yep, might as well just.
We had so much excitement that went through our heads and all the different things, but no, that's the right thing to do. And you kneel it. You go to halftime up by 20, and
yep, that will be the case. Westfield leads 20-0 here at halftime at Riverview Health Stadium. We'll take a break and come back. Give a little bit of time to digest that first half, and we'll be back in just a little bit here on Hamilton County TV.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street signs and banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
We're back here at Westfield High School, Riverview Health Stadium. And we're at the end of halftime, and it's Westfield 20, Noblesville 0. Westfield will receive the third quarter kickoff from the Millers. And just a few quick hit stats here from the first half. Jaden Barrett, 9 carries, 46 yards for the Millers on the ground. And looks like he was 3 out of 12 for 44 yards. Eli Patchett, 10 carries, 40 yards. Camden Simons, not too bad through the air, 8 of 9, 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we got confirmation. Thank you, Andrew Trisler. It's Drew. Wait for it. Knieper. And we're set for Noblesville to kick the ball off here to start our second half of play. Craig Atkins with Jack Russell. Just turned out to be a beautiful night. And Emily tried to snap a picture of the full moon here on Friday the 13th. And apparently that's not supposed to happen for another 92 years.
I guess.
Wow. That just seems unheard of. But Haley's Comet comes around once in a lifetime, too. So I think that was before you were born, maybe.
I was trying to figure out.
I think that was when I was 7. In 1986. I'll date myself a little bit. Addison boots it away with his right foot down to the...
Oh, he has to go.
Oh, he caught that at the 1 or 2.
I'll tell you this, we are very observant tonight. We are doing a really good job. Details. And that's what you get with Hamilton County Television with Jack and Craig.
Momentum carried him, so you would think that
I was just waiting. I was just waiting for like the Colts to call us and tell us that they wanted to give us a shot, Craig. That's how good we are when it comes to the details.
Maybe if training camp would have been a month and a half later, they would have been here,
there
close to us. Westfield will start the ball with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line here to start quarter number 3. Eli Patchett, 10 carries, 40 yards. Not bad for a first half for him.
Gain of a couple, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line. Shamrocks really good so far tonight, using all their downs.
Camden Simons fakes the handoff to Patchett and caught by Peoning up at the 32. Breaks a couple tackles up near the 35.
And I'll tell you this, they've done a really good job all evening with that play. It's just a quick couple steps, about 5-6 steps in, turn, catch the ball. And they've done that 3 or 4 times tonight, and it's worked each time to give them, positive yardage.
Peoning 4 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown. This one hands off to Patchett. Off to the races he goes and down to about the 44 of Noblesville. Pickup of 21. And Westfield looking to make a statement on this opening drive of the third quarter as they are wasting little time to get down the field here. And now we're approaching the 60-second mark of the second half. 1st and 10 at the Miller 44-yard line. Simons back to pass again. Nice slant play, and he's got his re-up. Good slant
nice.
pattern. And that's caught by 88 Dane Wheeler.
Great pass and catch. And I'll tell you this, one of the interesting things on the replay here, watch the quarterback right away knows his read. I mean, that right there, that's the stuff you got to teach as a quarterback and a coach, and great job by Westfield.
And you got to love having a seasoned quarterback like Camden Simons as Patchett carries this ball.
And it's tough because a lot of times, especially younger quarterbacks, want to keep their head down. And it's all about keeping your head up, seeing what's going on, and checking your reads. And that's what happens when you do it like that.
Yeah, they want to know they're keeping their footing, and you're keeping your footing if you keep your eyes up and know what's going on around you. And that's why Simons has become so good. Hands the ball off this time again to Patchett. Tries to break down near the 15. Gets brought down actually about the 17. Picks up 3 yards. Be a 3rd down and 6. for Westfield at Noblesville's 17-yard line. So quick doing, 2 minutes, and just like that, from the 20, they're making quick work of the Millers here.
Very quick.
3rd down and 6 at the 17 of the Millers.
Probably one of their longer 3rd downs that they've had so far this game.
See what Simons does here. Play action fake to Patchett.
There
Rolls
it
out
is.
right and into the hands of Levi Castor. He gets down and he's out of bounds about the 2-yard line. That'll be 1st and goal. Pickup of 15 on that 3rd and 6.
Great job. Really good job right there. There we go.
Hope that's an answer. Patchett sneaks one in from 2 yards away.
And I'll tell you, that is how you start an opening drive in the second half. Great pistol formation. Looks, hands the ball off. And again, it's one of those things, even if you're met a yard behind, especially with Westfield, you got to be careful with those, moving those feet.
Yep,
Absolutely.
keeps moving the feet. Eight plays.
That was a close one too, but they get it in there.
And just like that, 9:22 on the 3rd quarter clock, and it's 27-0 in favor of Westfield. Here for the Midland Trace Trail Trophy. Say that 3 times quick.
Midland Trace Trail. Oh,
Quicker,
faster
quicker.
than that. Oh, I'm sorry. That touchdown, and that gives us a little break here. And we want to thank some of our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website at loganstreetsigns.com. You can also visit them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Now is crunch time for Noblesville because obviously, excuse me there, and obviously another score or so, and they face the possibility of that new IHSA rule where if there's a 35-0 lead in a game, as Noblesville calls a fair catch, and that'll be at the 19 where they'll take over on this drive, and if there is a 35-point lead or more, there's a running clock, which, and you saw firsthand last year when West Lafayette visited Hamilton Heights in Arcadia, the need for some games like that.
I would agree.
And it's, you know, and you see some, you look down the scores, you know, later tonight, and you see that there are going to be some blowouts all across the state, and sometimes those teams can't help it. Because I think it was last week there was an 85-0 where Delta beat Shelbyville last week, and sometimes it looks like the varsity ran the score up. Nice run here by Knieper, and he breaks loose up to about the 36, 17-yard pickup by the junior. I apologize to Drew. We finally got the correct pronunciation courtesy of digital specialist at Noblesville, Andrew Trissler, on the pronunciation there of Knieper. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Millers at their own 36. Let's see if they can sustain a drive like they did late in the first half and put some points on the board. Knieper again. Brings up 2nd down and 7. He picked up 3 there.
Opportunity here for the Millers.
Under center. Barrett rolls out, and
right
he is
away
met, and that's Jack Pfeiffer. He's making plays on both sides of the ball for the Shamrocks.
And again, one of those things you got to pay attention to. It's always interesting. As long as your quarterback's running, you got to play a couple of different options, only solely based on they'll watch it.
We've got a flag there about the 38-yard line. We'll see what the two officials, mainly that referee, explain this to be. Hamilton Heights about to get their first win of the year, Jack. They lead Northwestern at halftime, 33-0 up at Husky Stadium. So that'll be a big monkey off the back for John Kirshner and company. Thanks, Will, for that update. And just seeing so many opportunities. I saw their week 1 game at Mount Vernon over in Fortville. And a lot better game than it was last year against dear old dad, the former Ben Davis coach. And Hamilton Heights showed some strides in the past couple weeks. Obviously, a big mogul in facing going to West Lafayette last week, and still being a lopsided score there. But so this will be
4 wide.
Yep, 14 yards on the penalty.
Looks the throw, doesn't see anything, keeps it himself.
Barrett up across the 25, and he barrels his way over the 30. Picked up 12, but that's still going to make it a 4th down, and actually picked up. Actually, it looks like he picked up 7. A short 7. That'll bring on Graydon Addison and the punt team. Back to receive this punt, 33 Eli Patchett. And timeout called by the Shamrocks with 7:11 left, third quarter.
Well, that timeout, we can thank one of our sponsors, Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with the same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at noblesvilletrophies.com.
It'd be amazing if I could write so I could read my own handwriting. Do you have that problem?
I've never had that problem.
I think it's just been a sloppy thing. I think once I left school, graduate school, you don't feel like you need to write, oh, now the moon's getting a little more plain inside from the clouds. Full moon, everybody. So it'll be 4th and 15 back at their own 31 after a penalty a couple plays ago. Graydon Addison back at his own 19, where this drive started. The rugby-style punter.
Nice
Beautiful
job. What a punt.
Oh, my. How's going to let this one go? Fields that at about the 14-yard line and gets up maybe to the 18.
What a great punt.
Net that one for 51 yards. So Westfield takes over this on this drive at their own 19. So we'll see what they can do starting from their own 19.
The unique thing about Westfield in this game that we've seen is they take it 10 yards at a time. And it's really been, and that's kind of been what it has been, is there's obviously been some of the big plays, but really they've focused in on getting those first downs, letting the clock run, and they take that one by one at a time. And that's what's really given them some success, especially they've had tons of 3rd and shorts so far this evening. So opportunity there, runs it.
And it's Micah Hauser this time on the carry for the Shamrocks. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their own 25. And the pistol, he's got a tailback to each side.
There we go.
Simons, pocket collapses, but he finds room up the middle, and he'll escape up to about the 29, where they'll mark him down close to the first down. And they may have to... Yep, they will give it to him 4 yards.
Again, another first down.
I have that for 12, 6 at each passing and rushing. Hauser finds his way, 35, 40, up near the 44-yard line where he almost broke free again. Tackled that time by 16, Aiden Richardson of Noblesville. But that one right there, 20 yards on the carry for Hauser as he broke free, almost broke free for about 10 more. First and 10 at their own 45 now. Simons hands it off again. It's Hauser up to the 49.
A couple scoring updates for you. Fishers and Hamilton Southeastern still 7-0. Brownsburg and Avon. Avon just scored. So it'll be 7-3. Avon lead. And Zionsville down against Franklin Central 14-0.
27-0 our count here. Westfield up,
There it is.
and Carson Voorhees, beautiful deep slant pattern.
The piece here that's really interesting, I'll tell you, is the quarterback's patience. He's so patient, waits for the route to go, doesn't overdo it. Pass and catch like that, great job.
Like we talked about the size of that front five for the Shamrocks. When you've got that size in front of you,
Well, the
giving
other
you
piece,
time.
then the other piece is you have a 6'4" quarterback. That helps significantly.
Oh, that's huge. Up, and that ball is batted down. Looks like
I said that,
Yep.
and then it got batted down.
by a 6'3" Carson Sanders.
There we go.
So that breaks, honestly, a string of 7 passes in a row by Simons that were complete. So that makes him 9 out of 11 now, according to my count.
And
That's unofficial.
and especially in Coach Gilbert's offense, he didn't have to throw 20, 30 times in a game. It's being patient, being smart, and making sure if you're going to throw 12 times that one of those is not an interception or a turnover.
He does again. Peening catches. Looks like he's out of bounds about the 32-yard line. And that's where they mark him out. 8-yard pickup by Peening.
Again, hands it
Hauser
off.
gets it again. Breaks free. 25.
There it is. On the outside.
Trying to find room to the 20, and there's
a
going to be a
flag.
flag across from the far side. Let's see what they call here. Coming back, it looks like. As right away you see the Westfield offense walking backwards further than they want to.
Well, and again, Riverview Health Stadium, Jack Russell, Craig Atkins. If anybody out there, if you're on social media and you're watching us again tonight, make sure you comment and let us know you're out there watching. We always appreciate that. And again, you can also watch us whether you're on Facebook or HCTV1.com. But yeah, give us a shout. We appreciate it, and we enjoy this. This is something we enjoy to do on Friday nights, and especially games like this at Riverview Health Stadium or anywhere across Hamilton County.
3rd and 4 at the Noblesville 34. Simons back to pass again, finds room, has time. Voorhees with the catch, and he gets knocked out of bounds about the 16-yard line. So a huge 3rd and 4. Picks up 18, does Voorhees. So 1st and 10 at the Noblesville 16. 18 yards on that pickup. This one again, a slant. Dane Wheeler, 88 on the catch. He's marked down about the 8-yard line, so 8-yard pickup by Wheeler. 2nd and 2 at the Noblesville 8. Patchett goes rumbling down to about the 6-yard line, picks up a pair. 3:26 and counting. Brings up 3rd and 1 at the 6. Check that 7-yard line.
.315 left to go in the third. Shamrocks leading this thing 27-0 in the red zone. 3rd and short.
Obviously 27-0 lead, looking to punch another one across the goal line.
There it is.
Breaks the tackle. 5.
Oh, they got a hold. It looks like a flag.
Yep.
I'll be coming back.
Holding could make it a 3rd and 11 from the 17. Coming back, just depending on where they spot this, with the holding normally being a spot foul.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Gilbert goes for it on 4th down, especially as close as they are here. So it'll be 3rd down.
Big 3rd down and 8 from the 14.
Rolls.
Simons lofts one out of bounds.
So let's see what the Shamrocks do here. Do you kick the field goal, or do you try something?
I think you have faith, and it looks like you have number 16 going out there, Sean Sullivan, 5'10", junior kicker, going out there to attempt what will be a 31-yard field goal.
So 2:40 left to play in the third.
Westfield trying to go up by 30.
Noblesville's had some chances to get through it. It's up.
And they block it again. And this is going to be picked up.
Here they go.
And Noblesville's going to run
Somebody's
this ball
going to
back.
catch him. No, he's not going to catch him.
That is Carson Sanders.
That's a touchdown.
And the Noblesville is on the board. Carson Sanders runs that back after blocking the kick. And I'm not sure if he blocked it, but Carson Sanders gets the Millers on the board. Let's see who blocks it. Actually, we just got the replay. It's all right. And off to the races. Carson Sanders went right behind him. It was Blaine McNabb who scored the lone touchdown last week for the Millers. So Carson Sanders.
Now this has happened 3 times tonight on the field goal. I mean, the previous field goal, they missed that one there. Millers have no problem on special teams getting through the line there.
Special teams, honestly, of the 3 facets, might be their best they've got going. And this kick by Graydon Addison is good from 20 for the PAT. And
so the Millers put 7 on the board. 27-7. Rocks lead. And again, it's been the special teams really, not only the the punter for Noblesville, really giving Noblesville a shot, just putting it in, inside the 20 on that last drive. And then, of course, special teams again blocks the field goal. It takes it down for a touchdown. So,
yeah, averaging 45 yards a punt, 5 of his 20, so a quarter of his punts inside the 20. Those not counted what are inside the 5.
And I think people, you have to appreciate having a punter that can do those things, because especially in high school, you think about it. If you're on your own, if you're on the 30-yard line and you're only punting the ball, let's say 30 yards, that gives you almost midfield or a little bit right there. But you're punting the ball 50 yards, that's an opportunity for your defense to slow it down a little bit.
So 27-7 our count, 2:28 left, third quarter. And Noblesville gets themselves on the board.
Well, and if you're Noblesville, you want to take some momentum with that.
Yes, and this is obviously going to play a part in how your defense plays coming up on Westfield's next offensive series here. And this one's going to be a short kick, fielded. Oh my, it's still
Noblesville's
in bounds.
got it.
Oh, wait.
Noblesville's got
Yep,
it.
they do. Oh my.
Noblesville's got it.
Yep, Noblesville's got it. They've recovered the football. That looks like by number.
No.
Wait.
Hold on. For a second there, here's the replay. For a second there, I thought right there he fell on it. But it looks like Westfield recovered it.
Westfield caught a break there.
That was
because
close.
It looked like Noblesville did.
It did take a look like he had it.
So once again, the ball at the 19, their own 19, where Westfield will start this drive. We're seeing quite a dandy here in the second half. It doesn't feel like it's a 20-point ball game because of how these teams are going. Westfield relaxed on offense. Noblesville playing better on defense, and special teams are keeping them within somewhat striking distance here. 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks at their own 19. 2:24 left on the third quarter clock. Simons back to pass. Out to the right. Patchett. It's a little screen play. Gets across the 20 to about the 21. Tough 2-yard pickup by Eli.
Well, and again, those type of plays when you're throwing out horizontal, I mean, when you're looking at it that way, that's what I always remind folks is, that pass, even though it's only 2 yards, looks like 2 yards, that's a 10-yard throw.
Oh, easily.
From a quarterback. So
as far as he threw, and then Patchett catches it,
right,
finds room in the flats just to get those 2 yards. And there are stats or people who find those stats somewhere where, how many yards it took to get those yards. Camden Simons on the keeper, gets up to about the 27, 28 they may mark him for 7 yards.
I was going to ask Will if we could go to our pylon cam. He's looking at me like, no, we're not allowed to.
Have not installed yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, now they have the ones where the referees have the on their hat.
The hat cam, yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
There we go.
3rd and 1 at the 28. Handoff to Patchett. He finds room. Oh, he's almost stood up.
He's going to get it, though.
Barely gets the 1 yard up to the 30. Actually, they'll give him 2 yards.
And again, that's been the tough piece for Noblesville is stopping those third downs.
So big 3rd down and 1 there that Eli Patchett picks up 2. He'll come out. Hauser to spell him. And it seems like there really is no difference putting Hauser in there or if Pfeiffer was in after Eli Patchett carried the ball a lot during a drive. Now it's 1st and 10 at their own 30. 45 seconds left here, 3rd quarter. Simons, play action fake.
There it is.
The rush is on by Sanders. Completes the pass to number 80. And that is Reed Shepers.
And that what's interesting is that's the 3rd time that they've ran that play. Similar play action, obviously running the ball successfully, so that's what you have to manage that. But they've ran that play 3 times and average about 15 yards every time they toss that around.
Yeah, that play seems to be there, and it seemed like for once they finally had a rush. Carson Sanders was able to get through and sneak by, but that was completed to Shepers for 9 yards, brings up 2nd and 1 at 39. Handoff to Hauser, and he is caught by a shoestring tackle. Looks like there's by number 38, and we found out what his name is, courtesy of Andrew Trisler of Noblesville. 38 is Mason Boland. And at the end of 3 quarters, we have Westfield 27, Noblesville 7. Sweet Caroline between 3rd and 4th quarters. It's like 7th inning stretch at Fenway.
And I can't tell you how much I love that, being a Red Sox fan.
I knew you could say that.
This is one of the best things going on right now.
Blue doesn't work on one of these pens, and Will found the one that doesn't work. Fishers now leads 21-0. They're looking to keep the mud sock.
In the 3rd quarter. When the Sweet Caroline song fades, that enters the fourth quarter here at Riverview Stadium, Riverview Health Stadium. That is awesome.
So start of the fourth quarter of play, 3rd and 3 at their own 37.
And here come the Shamrocks,
And
keeping himself.
Yep, Camden Simons stood up about the 36, 37. Might be a no gain, bringing up a 4th down.
And I would guess they're going to put the punt team out. Yep.
So Simons for a no gain on the first play of the fourth quarter. I've got to switch pens because that blue doesn't work. Will found that out the hard way. So it brings up 4th and 2 as they gave him forward progress to the 30. Actually, check that 1 yard. Forward progress to the 38. And bringing, I believe that's Sullivan out for the punt. This one booming high. Right through Richardson's hands. And
Miller's
going to pick that up.
Miller's got it.
Yep, looks like Noblesville had 2 guys in there pouncing on it. And we'll see who did.
There's a Miller down.
Zach Blevins, 23, is the recovery. And looks like that's 25, Cody Leach, down for Noblesville. And it looks like Noblesville Athletics Twitter is tweeting out that Carson Sanders both blocked that field goal and returned that back.
Well, real quickly, I want to thank one of our sponsors, Community Health Network. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing healthcare services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check out their website, ecommunity.com.
Looks like trainer Pete Dewar and Stephen Jacobson, doctor for the Millers, down attending to, I believe that is Richardson. We'll try and tackle some scores from around the area. Now, those of us who know it, it's the battle for the mud sock, but Fishers and Southeastern students call it the rumble in the jungle. 21-0. Fishers making a statement. And prior to the 9th game, Southeastern was 1-2, but they're applauding as Cody Leach gets helped off the field by doctor and team trainer. It'll be Noblesville football at the 27. Barrett keeps it himself. 30, 35, up across the 40. Picks up 13, does Jaden Barrett, and he's slowly but surely getting comfortable. Picks up 13 to the 40-yard line.
Lost the ball.
And gets
back up, though.
Picks up yardage up near the 45. Made something out of what could have been nothing. Absolutely. Or Westfield's ball. So brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40, their own 45. 10-36 and rolling on the clock here in the 4th. Twins here to the near side. Single receiver to the far. Seems like Barrett is satisfied with running at this point, but looks like he's going to roll out. Yep, keeping himself again.
Nice
45,
job.
Breaks back, trying to find room. He looked like he was going to make room up toward the 50, but stopped by, looks like number 48 of Westfield, Dylan Thieneman.
Again, I want to thank everybody who's watching, whether you're watching HCTV 1 or wherever you're watching. But again, we appreciate it. Let us know you're out there and let us know you're watching. Comment or any way that you want to send us, give us a like. But it's been a fun night here at Riverview Health Stadium, and Noblesville looking to see if they can put some points on the board here in the fourth.
And we've also got Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube.
We got them all. We've
got many ways to watch. And off the hands of Owen Jones, number 20. It looked like A, the pass was rushed, and B, Jones was surprised that ball came to him. He was that wide open. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3. Even though they're at midfield, the Millers can't take that much of a gamble, even though they're down 20. Graydon Addison back out there to punt for the Millers.
The good news is, if he can put it inside the 20.
And at the rate he's going, he could probably pin Hauser deep on this one. And they would love to do the same thing that they did to Bolin last week for Fishers. And this one's a high kick, fair caught at about the 13-yard line.
Again, nice job putting it inside the 20-yard line. Westfield got a ways to go here, but
so it'll be Westfield 1st down and 10 at their own 13 to start this drive. 9:27 left, 4th quarter. Westfield they're going to try and eat up some clock in this drive, and now the moon getting higher.
Real quick, want to thank one of our sponsors, Church Hiddle and Antrim. Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit them online at cchalaw.com.
And it looks like we've got a penalty that brought the ball back to the 6 on that punt return.
Back to throw. He's looking down the sideline.
Oh, ball batted, and that's going to be it's going to be caught. Intercepted by number 88, Lucas Williams. Noblesville football.
All right, so Noblesville gets the turnover.
So they will have a very short field at the Westfield 7. And this is something where you have to get 7 out of this.
Absolutely.
So 1st and goal at the 7, if you will, for Noblesville. 9:22 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Looks like Little Jack is falling asleep for the night. That carry for the Millers. Looks like Jaden Barrett.
That's what helps them fall asleep, Craig, is we play old videos of us calling games.
Put anybody to sleep. 2 yards on the pickup by Barrett, as he's trying to orchestrate a short drive to get Noblesville to cut this deficit in half.
Like you said, they got to score here. They need the points.
Barrett fakes it, completes the pass, and that's to number.
And it's in. Touchdown.
Yep, touchdown Noblesville. And student section across the way goes wild, and they unravel.
Take a look at the replay.
13, Luke Deacon.
Quick throw. Nice job breaking some tackles and in.
Luke Deacon with the 5-yard touchdown grab, and just like that, Noblesville creeping himself back into this with 8.5 left. Addison's kick.
Plenty of time on the clock. 8:33 left to play in the 4th quarter. Shamrocks 27, Millers 14. Seeing that Shamrock lead slowly going away.
In high school football, let alone Hoosier Crossroads Conference, you can't get too comfortable with a lead.
Oh no.
Because there's way too much time left with 8:33 left on the fourth quarter clock. (27-14) the count, and I think that's probably a big point that Jake Gilbert and his staff are nailing down to his team right now before they get set for this kickoff return.
Well, and real quick, want to thank all of our sponsors here this evening. Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. So the Millers Shamrocks look like they're in formation for some onside kick. And last time it was close.
Yeah, it was close to where, we had to wait until the pile unraveled. This one's going to be onside and
Shamrocks got it.
Did it go 10 yards? From where he's standing 9 yards from where it was kicked, doesn't look like it went 10 yards.
Great job, though. For a kicker,
yeah,
that gave you an opportunity. It gave you an opportunity to get that ball back.
Normally at the high school level, something like that, an onside kick gets botched.
Yep.
It's tough to, in whichever way you're trying to, convert that play, to recover it. It's not the easiest to A, get the ball to where you want it to go, and B, to make sure you or your personnel are going to get there to recover that.
Absolutely. So here come the Shamrocks on offense. See what they do after the turnover.
Have the ball at Noblesville's 49 to start this drive. Simons
hands it off.
It's Patchett, and he's met Noblesville's defense playing with purpose.
Different energy from the Millers right now.
Mason Boland, 38, and Zach Blevins, 23 on the tackle. Yep, completely different attitude, and they made so many adjustments. They're playing so much better in the second half. It's not that they didn't play good in the first half. Westfield just was able to run the ball all over in the first half. Simons in the pistol, changes the play, plenty of time left. And they want to milk as much clock as they can. Simons in the pistol again. Hands it off to Patchett. And again, Patchett.
I think that's the tough piece, is with a lead. Westfield, the success that they have is really on a little bit of a high tempo. It's not a no huddle, but it's still a high tempo.
Methodical.
So how do you keep that momentum going from a high tempo type offense, especially with a lead? And so far, see if they can get it down the field. Third and 4 though.
Big third down for Westfield's offense because you've got a momentum on defense, special teams, and now Noblesville's offense is starting to click themselves. So Westfield's got to convert something here to keep the clock rolling and keep this drive going, or they give the ball back to Noblesville, who's motivated right now. Simons back to pass.
There it is.
Across the middle and completed.
Again, they've ran that play 2 or 3 times.
To the hands of Jacob Riddle, number 8.
So Westfield gets it, converts it on third down. 1st and 10, pistol formation. Gonna run it again. Gain of a couple.
Eli again with his 20th carry. That's 2 yards on that pickup.
2nd and 8. That clock's slowly going away. 6:20.
Slowly going away from Noblesville's favor as well as they played this half. Simons back to pass, another good slant. Peaning taken down right away, but he gets all the way 9 yards down to the 20-yard line. And another Westfield passing first down, their 9th of that variety.
Moving the chains again at the 20-yard line. Looks, quick pass.
Yep, screen out there. Worked like it did earlier. Looks like Dane Wheeler, 88.
Nice job by the wide receivers blocking on that play.
6 yards there by Wheeler. Brings up second and 14 at the, or second and 4 at the 14. Wheeler 3 catches, 37 yards now on the night. Simons hands it off. It's Eli Patchett down near right at the 10. They'll mark him at the 9.
It's going to be close. Looks like they're going to get the first down. Yep.
They'll give him 5 yards and the first down. Clock going to roll as soon as the chains are moved. And it's first and goal at the 9. 5:15. Clock continues to tick. Westfield trying to eat a lot off the clock to give Noblesville little opportunity to keep it coming on the comeback. Simons.
Hands off again.
Yep, Patchett up near the 6. If I get the 5, he'll pick up 4 there.
Ball on the 5-yard line, 4:45. Some points here would be big for the Shamrocks.
It's a nice breeze coming through the window now. Second goal at the 5. And we've got
False start.
False start, yep. We'll bring it back 5 yards. Second and goal at the 10.
Illegal procedure on Westfield, a 5-yard penalty. Remains second down, goal to Wheeler.
Simons in the pistol with Patchett behind him. Dot in the eye, if you will. Clock rolls and play clock winding down. Gets it off in time. Simons going to the corner of the end zone and incomplete.
Right through the hands.
Almost didn't get that pass off the playoff. Brings up third down and 10. Third down and goal from the 10.
I still think this is probably 4 downs. I don't think they'll try to kick a field goal again. That's what my gut tells me.
Yeah, I think he wants to keep the confidence in his offense. So Simons, third and goal at the 10, and they'll call a timeout. It looks like. Talk about things. It's Westfield's second timeout of the second half.
So timeout Westfield. I want to thank some of our sponsors: Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. If you're enjoying the broadcast tonight, you can follow Hamilton County TV on Twitter at hctelevision.com. Like us on Facebook, and visit the website, hamiltoncountytv.com. You can also watch this game, hctv1.com. And we've got a variety of other ways you can watch us. So if you're watching us tonight, we appreciate that. Been a interesting fourth quarter. Noblesville putting some points on the board, and this is an important third down here for the Shamrocks with 3:47 left to play.
Third down and goal at the 10, and the pass is complete. And in across the goal line, number 88, Dane Wheeler.
Nice job by the Shamrocks, putting the points on the board.
So that pretty much will put the nail in the coffin, if you will, making the deficit 3 scores, and way too little time left, and unfortunately that may bring Noblesville's comeback short, but there's 3:43 left. Who knows what'll happen?
So with the extra point up and good, the Shamrocks lead 34-14 with 3:43 left to play in the fourth. Great job by Westfield. But, one of the highlights I think Noblesville can take away, the special teams tonight, absolutely terrific. I mean, they did a really, really good job on special teams tonight. And really the special teams put 50% of the points on the board. That's something to look at and something to build off of for sure.
Yep, for sure. That's something that they excelled at the past few weeks, actually last week and this week, for sure. And they can take into their game next week against Zionsville.
And next week will be an interesting matchup for the Shamrocks playing Hamilton Southeastern.
Oh, my. Yeah, get used to that one, maybe. Baby Shark. Yep. It's yeah, Baby Shark. Wife loves to play that one. Kelly loves playing that for Ava. And it's one of those where it almost makes you think, why are they making sharks seem friendly? I mean, I might be the only one thinking that, but and this
short kick.
Kickoff. Looks like Barrett, the quarterback, up across the 20 to the 25. He'll be wrestled down around the 26.
It'll be first down, 10 to go for the Millers on their own 26-yard line.
So out come the Millers.
Well, the ball at their own 26-yard line to start this drive. And if they're going to do something, they've got to do it lickety-split quick. Barrett back to pass. Goes to his left. Completes it to Owen Jones. And like we said before, a tough pickup. There's 2 yards up to the 28 for Jones. Barrett again escapes pressure, rolls out to his right, 30, 35, 40. Clock got to stop to reset the chains, and he picks up 14 yards, does Barrett.
Nice job by Barrett running this no huddle. Real quick, getting subbed in.
3, Josh Durham comes back in for 85, Montarzi. And yeah, got to run the no huddle with 3 minutes left. But maybe a little quicker than this.
Yeah.
Barrett gets a snap. He's being flushed out to his left. And he'll get across the 40. Picks up a yard to the 43. Stops the clock at 2:42 left.
Well, he's been running around all night, and he's done a great job with that. Trying to get out there and find different options.
Figures I just got a comment. They must still be watching the game at my house. She just had the lyrics. She typed them out to Baby Shark.
Noblesville in the shotgun. Shamrock showing blitz.
Barrett.
Here it comes.
Pass, completes it. Jones up across. They're near the 50 and can't get out of bounds. He'll get forward progress to the 49, though, even though the ball was stripped up by Carson Voorhees. They will call forward progress 7 yards up to the 49 of Westfield. Jake Gilbert screaming for that clock to start.
Clock continues to move. 3rd down. Back to throw. Looks, fires, throws, incomplete.
Yep, right at the feet of Elijah Butler.
And that's going to bring up an important 4th down.
Huge fourth down, 2:13 left. Westfield 34, Noblesville 14. And it's 4th and 1 at the 49 of Westfield. Barrett rolling out and keeps it himself, and he gets the first down and more up across the 45 down inside the 40 to the 39. They may mark him at the 38.
Nice job by the Millers moving the chains.
Picks up 11 on the play, and now the clock will continue to roll. 2:02 left, fourth quarter. Barrett rolls out right, throws long and into traffic, and it's picked off. Intended for Josh Durham, number 3, but Dane Wheeler picks it off.
And when you got 3 back like that, especially on defense, they're just watching what's in front of them, making sure nothing gets behind them, and there you go. And
so with 1:53 left in the ball game, you can honestly see a few knees here, and Westfield will come away with a 4-0 record, 2-0 in the conference, and that's huge in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, especially heading to Southeastern next Friday.
Absolutely.
So it'll be Westfield ball at the 19 after that interception by Dane Wheeler.
Well, again, nice job by the Shamrocks tonight. Running the ball, great job by their quarterback. Really patient. And
they're going to grind out some more clock, patch it in there, still the ball carrier. I think he's trying for 100 yards. I'm not sure what I have him at right now. He's approaching 100 yards. Or he might be just over it with that carry. Minute 30 and counting. Next week's game on Hamilton County TV, Zionsville at Noblesville for the Millers' homecoming. We heard right here on Hamilton County TV with Jerry Baker and Perry Williams on the call.
Well, and again, you know that homecoming is always exciting in Noblesville, but I think it has something a little special this year, being 150 years. I think that's, you know, just a unique piece for Noblesville and the history of Noblesville. And I know that, I want to say September 26th, I think, is Westfield's homecoming.
Yeah,
which will be the following weekend.
Yep, against Brownsburg.
Yep. When we get into this season, I can remember stuff like that so well, but, you know, other stuff not so much.
Stuff when Emily asks you if you remember it. I think I have the same syndrome.
Well, great job.
Final 20 seconds going to wind down off this clock after Westfield took a knee there on 2nd and 3rd down. And that'll make our final score here, Westfield 34, Noblesville 14. And we'll thank our sponsors one more time.
Absolutely want to thank all of our sponsors: Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. For Craig Atkins and Jack Russell, we appreciate it. And good night from Riverview Health Stadium.